Hi and welcome to this video on our intelligent multi-sensor, the ACC, part of our ESP intelligent range. I'll go through all of the key features in a moment, but before we start, why not click the subscribe button and then the bell icon so that you'll be notified of all of our new video content. First of all, what do we mean by a multi-sensor? Well, in simple terms, it is a single sensor that features more than one detection element inside it to recognize the presence of multiple physical components of a fire. Most typically, these are smoke and heat. The response of the sensor to these phenomena can be determined by programming at the fire control panel, so the decision to report fire can either be based on a response from the smoke chamber or the heat elements, or a combination of both in varying degrees. In this way, a multi-sensor can provide some distinct advantages over single criteria sensors in certain applications, mainly in reducing false alarms. For example, in hotels, student accommodation or homes of multiple occupancy, the false detection of fire is both costly and inconvenient. Burning toast, steam from showers or cigarette smoke are all potential causes of false alarms where only smoke sensors are installed. The way in which the device responds in these environments can be programmed at the fire control panel so that both heat and smoke need to be detected before an alarm condition is reached. The sensor may detect smoke from burning toast, but without also detecting a rise in heat, an alarm condition isn't generated. If the fire risk varies at different times of the day, then a multi-sensor would be the ideal choice. Take, for example, a loading bay environment. So here, where forklift trucks are used throughout the working day, exhaust fumes from the forklifts could falsely activate a smoke sensor. By employing a multi-sensor here, the smoke detection element of the device can be switched off during the day, effectively making the unit a heat sensor. Outside of working hours, when the forklifts are not operating, the unit would be set to function as a multi-sensor again, with both heat and smoke elements monitoring the environment. Another example would be an industrial kitchen. There is an obvious increased risk of a false alarm from cooking fumes if only a smoke sensor is used. Again, a multi-sensor here could be set through control panel programming to only operate as a heat sensor during normal working hours to avoid false activations. Outside of normal operating times, when the kitchen is empty and the ovens are turned off, the multi-sensor could be programmed to return to multi-mode using both the smoke and heat detector elements to monitor for both phenomena for additional protection. The ACC runs on our world-proven ESP protocol and is available in either ivory, white or black with matching standard mounting bases. The heat elements and smoke detection chamber are contained within the casing, which seamlessly matches the shape of all of our other sensors. The casing is also marked for easy identification from ground level. Some other key features include twin LEDs, which allow 360-degree viewing, green when polling, turning red in a fire condition. Polling, non-polling control from the fire control panel. Please check compatibility with the panel manufacturer. Variable sensitivity of either the smoke or heat elements to suit specific environments. Electronically addressed using the TCH-B200 programmer. And the sensor is LPCB and VDS approved to EN54 parts 5, 7 and 29. There are also some specialised versions of the ACC for specific uses. A SIL Level 2 version for high safety integrity applications, a marine approved version for shipping wind turbines and oil platforms, and a railway approved version for rolling stock and rail infrastructure. It's worth a reminder at this point that a multi-sensor should be treated as a heat sensor when you're designing your fire detection system. In other words, they should always be spaced to provide the 5.3 by 5.3 meter coverage of a heat sensor as dictated by the recommendations in BS 5839 Part 1 2017. Thank you for watching this video on our ACC multi-sensor. We hope it's been useful. For further information, please visit our website at the address coming up on screen in a moment. And don't forget, you can also follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, or you can sign up to our monthly email newsletter to keep up to date with our latest news. See you next time.